Hey, Laura. So something happened, and I just wanted to come prepare you so that you wouldn't freak out. So Kirsch and some of his Zeta bros were throwing cherry bombs into the big pit under the Lustig, and they found.
Okay, sorry, Izzy Beck. She's heavier than she looks.
Carm!
Okay. So we think she's. I mean, she seems dead, but she's a vampire, right?
Well, blood. She needs blood. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead.
Well, that was a kick.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you hurt? It looks like maybe you're hurt, and I'm sorry I hugged you so hard that you're hurt. It's just that you were dead, and now you're not, and I know that you're probably going through a lot of stuff with your mom. It's just that... And I know that you didn't do everything for me, but I just... Wow. So you're a giant black cat, huh? To Silas University. Bet you're surprised to find us here after that whole fleeing thing.
Or at least surprised to see you making another video instead of snuggling up with your nice, warm...
Whoa there, lady killer. Recording the PG-13 version of our happy ending here.
PG-13. How incredibly dull.
Update now, smooching later. Anyway, turns out escaping Austria across the Alps, not as easy as the Sound of Music made it out to be. Between the moving chasms and the freakball blizzards and the Styrian villagers with torches and pitchforks, we were forced to return to campus, but only until we can get back to the library and research up Escape Plan 2.0. In the meantime, we get to enjoy these swish new digs, which Carm just scored by saying some spectacularly violent things to the psychology TAs who were squatting here. But Laura, you say, wasn't there some business with an evil dean and a light demon that demanded a sacrifice with a very hard-to-pronounce name that Carmilla heroically slew? Which turned out to be less a light demon and more the shiny lure on the forehead of a very enormous and now very angry anglerfish god rising from the caverns below the theater building to devour the campus? Well, yes. Thing is, the anglerfish god is rather big, and the crater where the Lustig used to be is rather small, and so it kind of got stuck. Which means that the campus is saved. Sort of. What?
So I'm heroic, huh?
When you're not threatening to vivisect graduate students.
Well, you'd think if I was some noble warrior goddess that I'd be entitled to a little more adoration from my wide-eyed maiden fair.
You are unbelievable.
I guess I should just be happy you haven't found some brand new crusade to be on.
We've been here for like an hour. What kind of trouble do you think I could possibly get into?
Oh, I have all kinds of thoughts about that.
Hey guys, so the library.
Hey.
Hey,
I've been thinking about what you said.
this isn't something we have to talk about.
I think maybe it is. 'Cause do I think what you did was brave and amazing? Of course I do. But is it my reason for liking you? whatever you were before, you were changing before you even met me. Not helping your mother, trying to save Elle, not killing us when we had you tied up for like a week.
9 days.
And you're here, researching, making jokes in the face of the ominous something's coming threats.
Well, how could you not fall for me then?
I'm pretty sure I was falling from you right from that stupid Zeta party.
You mean the one where you ambushed me and accused me of kidnapping?
I was, terrified that you planned to eat me, but I am a little disappointed that we never got our chance to stargaze and drink champagne.
Really? Because if memory serves me correctly, there is a pretty impressive solarium on the roof of this building.
And maybe something bubbly in that enormous wine cellar downstairs.
I'm sure the visiting professors had impeccable taste.
Raise you. Good morning, everyone, and isn't it a fantastic day to start taking back our university? We will start with this weird-ass letter. This thing better not be multiple choice. For immediate release. In light of recent events, Silas University's Board of Governors is returning from abroad to deal with the chaos on campus. This marks the first time since 1904 that the entire board has assembled on campus. 1904, why does that sound familiar?
That's the year half the campus burnt down.
Never felt so scandalized.
That's because you've never been scandalous enough to scandal.
Hey, what are you doing all the way over there? Wanna come cuddle and see if Olivia's gonna run away with Jake this season?
No, but you can come over here.
I don't know how you can be so calm, knowing that Maddie and Vordenberg are out there, getting ready to do something awful. Hey. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Because you sound broody.
I'm just thinking about things.
Those who prefer their principles over their happiness, they refuse to be happy outside of the conditions they seem to have attached to their happiness. Sounds light and frothy.
It's comforting. He understands that love doesn't mean the same thing to everyone.
I think that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah.
Can we just pretend, just for tonight, that if I asked, we'd run away? We'd find some way to leave and we'd just go somewhere without murders or sisters. We'd sleep in hotel rooms and never live in the same city twice. There'd be no one to fail or disappoint or save. It would just be you and me in love.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But our friends need us. The school needs us. maybe we could be happy that way, but, you know, we wouldn't even be you and me anymore. We would just be these empty shells who ran away. Boom.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I rolled a 4.
Did you? No, you have to go in the House of Beauty before you can land any further.
If this game is supposed to be the underworld, then why is there a House of Beauty?
Don't you think death can be beautiful?
Oh my God, full of yourself much?
Come on, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, you were totally going for the whole Belle Dame, c'est merci vibe.
I am death, trod under a fair maid's feet.
No, you're not. I was thinking what you said about Maddie drinking the anglerfish's blood. How you were gonna do it too. Do you think it would have killed you?
I don't know. Would you care?
How can you say that? Do you think I hid you here after everything because I don't care? Because the thought of something happening to you doesn't make me feel like I can't breathe? And I don't know how I'm supposed to feel around you or what I'm supposed to do because I can't.
Why not?
Because right now I'm really hoping that this means that you're gonna change. You kiss me and it cracks me open and all of my stupid, messy hopes come tumbling out in maybes and somedays, and how is that fair?
Well, who the hell cares about fair?
I do. Or maybe I'm just catastrophizing because between Maddie and Vordenberg, we are in the middle of a catastrophe. Maybe after everything settles down, we can talk. If we survive.
If we survive.
I don't know what you're getting all pink and huffy about.
You mean besides the mortification?
He's proud of you.
Which is amazing when you're 5. At 19, he could start treating me like an adult, you know?
I don't know. The only father I ever had saw me as an inconvenience until I was old enough to be traded his chattel, so can't really empathize with embarrassing wallet photos.
Carm, I didn't think of that.
It's okay. It's not something you have to.
I
think
know,
about.
but no, it is, because we're friends now, right?
Yeah, sure. Friends.
Yes. Friends. You know, people who care when their callous attitude hurts the other one's feelings.
What do you... Wait. Is this because I wanted you to leave?
No. Yes! Do you know how that felt after everything?
It was to keep you safe. Which is all you've been saying you've wanted to do for the past 2 months while you moped around embroidering Firefly dialogue on the curtains. And then you didn't even go.
Well, sorry, my post-traumatic revelation was inconveniently timed for you.
Your poster... Oh, you mean how you're a realist now?
Yeah.
A realist? Really?
Well, it's better than being a
You're just lying to yourself about that. A what?
smug,
Hypocritical?
superior,
Delusional?
condescending,
Tightly wound?
narcissistic,
prissy,
uncaring,
nerdy,
nihilistic,
journalist. You wish
undead.
you were.
it's time to start looking outside of the box.
Still up to summoning a bloodthirsty pagan god?
We've got 3 candidates. Enki, the god of knowledge, Hoster, the shepherd of men, and Erishkigal, the queen of the underworld. I'm thinking she's our best bet. She's like the dean's sister, or reflection, or both. And the locket is hers, what with the book belonging to Enki and the sword to Hoster. And it's her turf the dean is looking to take over.
Okay. Well, why stop at bloodthirsty pagan god when you can go full-on death goddess?
Thinking the reason that we're always in over our heads is that we keep on picking fights that are over our heads. If the dean has some supernatural nemesis who might want to help, why not give that a try?
Well, would you look at that? Laura Hollis, chess master.
Look at us. Making plans, strategizing, comrades working shoulder to shoulder with no desperate kissing or lusty sexual undertones. No awkwardness, just good old-fashioned platonic buddies. Yeah. So, oops.
You okay?
Yeah. Thanks. It's just... There went my dad, who thinks Murphy's Law is one of the 10 Commandments to try and rally the Bundespolizei to stop a god.
So, we should talk.
Yes. Talk. Talking would be good. What do you want to talk about?
How about you risking your life to get that talisman?
Really? Wouldn't rather talk about Rube Goldberg competitions? Because those are a thing, you know, which is just very, very weird.
Laura, you can't do things like that.
You do it.
Well, that's different.
How?
Because I've lived and died and lived again.
Okay, do you know how sick I am of this whole you're too young and innocent spiel?
Yes, because you are so withered and jaded and wise to the ways of the world at 19.
Well, I'm sorry that you haven't discovered my newfound skills in navigating moral gray areas and coping with past mistakes and being all mature and healthy with my relationships.
Mature and healthy? Really? That's what you're gonna call what's happening right now?
I'm not saying that there haven't been slips.
Okay.
Office furniture related slips. But look at us now. We're having a perfectly civil conversation. Oh, crap. This is turning out to be habit forming. What's with...
Oh, laughs back at it again with the prophecy glasses. Well, that was about as much fun as dental surgery.
Anything get settled after I left?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That I don't care nearly enough about Susie Homemaker, that I am a hormone-controlled idiot that only cares about one person in the universe.
Speaking of hormone-controlled idiots, about yesterday.
When we,
Slipped?
yeah.
Yeah. I've been thinking, and as much as I can talk about not wanting to be all... This just keeps happening. And it's not like massive mind-bending denial is really healthy either.
Not typically.
And you're an adult, and I'm an adult, and we seem to be enjoying each other.
Well, there is definite enjoyment.
So I'm thinking that maybe we could just, continue that enjoyment. As long as we don't get all doomed and star-crossed about it, we'll be fine. We'll Keep it casual.
Light.
Very light.
So, I mean, theoretically, if we wanted to have a little fun right now,
We could definitely do that. No reason we can't have fun whenever we like.
Quick!
is she out?
Yeah. Nothing like umpteen hours spent emotionally annihilating your enemies to leave you plum tuckered.
Well, I told you not to listen to her. Everything she says is a lie, Laura.
Except it isn't. Everything she says is true. Yeah, the way she says it is all horrible and twisty, like some evil total perspective vortex, but it's still true. She's loose because of me. There's no getting Vordenberg's heart to stop her because of me. And even if I had the best of
Okay,
intentions,
stop. Stop. Look, you're struggling, okay? And you're allowed to. Because, Cupcake, the universe is huge. And it's arbitrary and uncaring. You know, one moment you could get sucked into a hell pit, and the next moment you could get pulverized by a meteor. And really, in the grand spectrum of things, it'll mean nothing.
This is your cheering up speech. It needs a little work.
Okay, well, I was evil for the better part of 3 centuries, so, give me a break. Just, the point is, if nothing means anything, then the only thing that means something is what we make. I mean, look at me. I used to use hopelessness as an excuse for all of the awful things that I did. Until this prissy little overachiever that I was totally planning on handing over to my mother unraveled all of my plans. Because she thought we all deserved better. Even me. And yeah, you are flawed and struggling and uncertain, but it is so beautiful the way you try. What?
To hell with light and casual. I don't want to be light and casual with you. I don't want to pretend that what I feel about you is some stupid, frothy thing that doesn't matter because it is like the axis that my world turns on. And yeah, we could talk ourselves out of it because this is scary and hard and maybe the world's about to end, but if it is, then I want us to have something good to hold on to. Why shouldn't that be something good? I'm okay.
Good to see you fresh.
You too.
Where were you? We were looking for you everywhere.
It was JP. He in the library. They jumped me to some alternate universe to get some alternate Vordenberg's heart, but
That's brilliant. With all 4 talismans, we can save Perry in no time.
I didn't get it.
What?
I tried, but
Can JP do it again?
I don't think so.
Why not? There's got to be some other Vordenberg heart in another universe.
JP's dead laugh.
No, you're wrong. He's just gone quiet because of the chaos of the kidnapping. He's gonna reply any minute now. Any minute.
Laugh. Terror attacks, and now with this whole permanent darkness thing, the end is starting to look pretty nigh.
Well, you don't seem as scared as you did before.
You mean before I got jacked into the darkest timeline? Yeah. I think being in that place cleared a few things up for me.
After all this, what was so bad over there?
You mean besides reading my own obituary in the voice of Silas?
You were dead?
First, it didn't seem that bad. There were a lot of people that were still alive because I didn't loose a demigod or start a civil war on campus, but the longer I was there, the more clear it came that everyone had just given up. They were all just waiting for the end. No idea how glad I am to be back here. Where we're all still trying. Where you're still you. Not some sad, broken shell.
Well, you didn't see what I was like while you were gone.
That was different. The girl was hollowed out. Couldn't stand it if that happened to us.
We won't let it. Hey. Even if the whole world burns, I won't lose you again. Wait, why are you still awake? Why are we sleeping at the desk?
You were sleeping at the desk and doing adorable twitchy things that I can only imagine involved sleep murdering a ball of yarn. And B, JP said something right before he said we had one last chance. That in order to open the last gate, the Dean had to surrender her immortality. She'll be vulnerable, so if we had some way to stop her.
We have the sword.
But isn't the sword useless? Without all 4 talismans, there's no caging the Dean.
No, well, not caging, but when you were gone, I found a book that had a history of the talismans. La Fontaine thought that it would be a way to save Susie Homemaker, but it turned out to be quite the opposite.
The opposite.
The book theorized that because the sword was dipped in the blood of Hoster, and it carries the echo of his death, that it might be able to...
Shatter all that oppose it.
Right.
Except it totally didn't kill the Dean the last time.
It killed her body. Just last time she hadn't surrendered her immortality.
But that would mean we'd have to wait until she'd already made the sacrifice to...
It would be wrong to hope that my mother turns her into some kind of newt, right?
Oh, look at you, mastering advanced morality.
Hey, don't think you can distract me from the fact that our plan still involves you risking your life by using that soul-sucking blade of mine.
Really? There's nothing I could do to distract you?
Well, when you put it that way, I guess so.
Sorry, I can't sit here being all romantic when Laugh's right. Our best plan is gonna kill Perry.
Yeah, it looks like they scraped an ounce of metal off the edge here.
So La Fontaine has gone rogue if the chunks of missing talisman and Ghostbuster-esque levels of goo anywhere are any indication. This really may be a one-way ticket.
Yep. And since it is, it should just be for me.
Carm?
Laura, I'm doomed either way.
You don't know that for sure.
Yes, I do. Now, I think in some ways I've always known. This life has always belonged to her. This is the only way I'll be free.
No! We have a better chance together. I mean, besides, you need me there to hold the sword.
I'll wrap my hand.
You need me there to smack your head in case your mom starts in with her head games.
After over 300 centuries, I think I'll deal.
You need me there in case Maddie's right, and once the Dean is defeated.
I don't want you watching me die.
Well, that makes two of us. But you aren't going to do this alone.
But you know what would be worse? Watching you die for no reason when there was a chance I could have saved you. Laura, if you go with me, all I'll think about is losing you. And if I did, I think I'd go mad.
Carm, that can't be what we are to each other. In that other place, you told me a story about how the Dean loved someone and they died and she couldn't accept it. All of this, the chaos, the misery, it's because she'd rather pull apart the world at its seams than let go. We can't be like that. This isn't like that other place where I was too weak and you were too scared and you gave me up. We found each other here. And yeah, half the time I want to strangle you. But we've had kisses, and cocoa, and stars, dancing. That's so much more than nothing. If one of us doesn't make it, the other one can't end up like the Dean. Mad and bitter and destroying everything we touch. I don't want that to be our story. Okay? Our story is that we made each other better. So we go together. We try and save Perry together. We face whatever comes next together.
All right. Together it is.
Good. Because if this is our last night, I don't want to waste it arguing. It worked? Cool beans.
How did you know?
Followed my heart. Took a chance that she was like us. Scared and afraid and broken. if I gave her back to herself, if I set her free.
Oh, frilly hell. 4 gods, 6 millennia, and untold magic. And you saved the world with a frickin' fortune cookie.
Well, you don't get to call dibs on all the self-sacrifice. Here. Second thought, you can totally have dibs on the self-sacrifice.
You were supposed to stay safe. You were supposed to go back to your nice little life, Laura.
Yeah. Then I wouldn't have been me.
Please don't leave me. Not after all of this. Please. Please.
I don't want to. There's still so much I want to do. Like
No.
I always wanted to go to Paris or London or just the world. I just wanted to travel. Don't take this the wrong way or anything, but why am I not dead? And do you have a heartbeat?